Sean Diddy Combs has been sentenced to 50 months in prison, or just over 4 years. He also must pay a $500,000 fine. The music mogul was convicted on prostitution-related charges in July. Gaza ceasefire talks underway as Israel marks October 7th. Legal battles over push to deploy National Guard. Sean Diddy Combs sentenced to more than 4 years in prison for prostitution-related conviction. CNN explains how judge came to 50 months for Diddy's sentencing. CNN explains how judge came to 50 months for Diddy's sentencing. What we covered here. Combs sentenced. Sean Diddy Combs has been sentenced to 4 years and 2 months in prison for his conviction on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. He also must pay a $500,000 fine. Combs speaks. He addressed the court earlier and begged the judge for mercy, calling his actions disgusting, shameful, and sick. Combs apologized to the victims and all the victims of domestic violence. Defense response. Brian Steele, a defense attorney for Combs, slammed the judge's sentence as un-American. Steele told CNN he thinks the sentence sends the wrong message and argued Combs was sentenced for conduct the jury did not find him guilty of. Combs' defense attorney argues sentence was un-American and says they will appeal. From CNN's Elise Hammond, a defense attorney for Sean Diddy, Combs slammed the judge's sentence of his client of 50 months in prison as un-American. In comments after the hearing today, Brian Steele told CNN he thinks the sentence sends the wrong message and argued Combs was sentenced for conduct the jury did not find him guilty of. People get, God forbid, falsely accused of a crime. They go to trial. They have all the witnesses testify. Credibility is determined. The jury reaches a verdict and finds in their favor. And then they get sentenced for the same exact conduct that the jury found that they did not commit. Steele said, "It seems un-American." Steele told CNN's Kara Scannell that since Combs was not convicted on sex trafficking and racketeering charges, the judge should not have considered those elements in his sentence. There is no such corresponding element in the Mann Act, he said. This was a very hard sentence. Asked if he thought the judge was wrong, Steele said, "We'll find out on appeal." The defense attorney said he talked to Combs after the sentencing, but declined to give more details about their conversation or how his client was feeling. 2 years is an eternity in custody, Steele said. Mark Agnifilo, another one of Combs' defense attorneys, said outside the courthouse that the legal team feels they have strong basis to appeal. The jury reached a verdict on coercion and found there was not coercion, and I think the judge said coercion today as a basis for his sentence at least a dozen times, Agnifilo said, adding that he thinks this is unconstitutional.